Shout out.
Moving on. We don't need to talk about this game too much, but there's some instances during the game that we do need to address as a podcast and as a group. Wolves Arsenal, 2 red cards, both interesting decisions potentially. I want to get your thoughts on the first red card assessed to Arsenal. It was
Benny, before you go, I think it's only right that we have the Arsenal fan himself speak about the decision, because we're probably all in agreement here. But if you are the Arsenal person of the pod, Lando, we would actually love your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, 43rd minute, it's off a set piece. Ball kind of comes out and players running. Kind of looks like it's you would say a goal scoring opportunity or whatever. And he just sticks his leg out. And
Lewis Skelly sticks the leg out.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he trips.
Yeah.
And he trips.
Yeah,
But
20 yards from your own 18-yard box, that's a goal-scoring opportunity for Arsenal. Yeah, okay, buddy.
But they
Okay, buddy.
said it was more of like an intentional cleat to the leg, which I honestly think Michael Oliver was one of the worst calls one person could make. I think it's
not Michael Oliver's fault because it was checked by VAR.
But he made the initial decision.
Yeah, but it was checked by VAR.
It could be both their faults.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'll give you that. But listen, if you have VAR, if you have VAR, and you are giving him a red card in that play, it needs to go. It needs to be done. Or it needs to be changed to the coaches having the challenge flag or something. Because that, in my opinion, is a clear and obvious, we don't want to embarrass our own referee, so we're going to go ahead with the red card. Like, that is not above the ankle. That was, whatever, dude. It was in your own half, not a clear goal-scoring opportunity. If that's a clear goal-scoring opportunity, maybe for Liverpool. If that's Liverpool, maybe it's maybe. You saying that is a goal-scoring opportunity is baffling. Above the ankle, barely.
I completely agree with you. I think what you did mention though is a challenge flag. So if you did just want to explain to the viewers what you mean with this rule, because I think this was in pre-production.
Okay.
So we'll let you cook here for a second.
Listen, I know the English and their football. They listen. Americans know sports, okay? And I love the English heritage of football and everything. But instead of VAR, there just needs to be a challenge flag like there is in American football. If the manager does not agree with the call, they throw the challenge flag. Throw it. Petty. Like Bill Belichick. Throw it in your hand. Ref, come here. Throw it right at their feet. Challenge. Okay? If they're right, they get the challenge flag back. Boom. Okay. Have them back. If they're wrong, you lose a substitution.
Ooh.
You lose a substitution.
Ooh.
Okay? Listen,
Spice
there
things
used
up.
to be 3, was there now 5 substitutions you're allowed?
5 substitutions, 3 opportunities.
5 substitutions. Listen, not even 5 years ago, you're living off 3. Okay? So if you lose a challenge flag, you lose a substitution, you're going to be all right. You just revert back to 5 years ago, and that's okay. Okay? But now, that's the only way for me to where it's just not ridiculous. And you need a challenge flag. That's what it is. It can't be VAR'd every time. You're just taking the humanity out of the game. You're taking you got to control your emotions and you got to control these things. Whatever.
I hear it. Benny, I hear it. For the viewers, let us know what you think about that potential rule. I know I've heard that a couple times actually. But just to revert back to the game here, with that Lewis Skelly challenge, I just thought it was interesting that Wolves' red card, it was a double yellow instead of a straight red.
Yep.
Even though that challenge was a lot worse than what Lewis Skelly did to Matt Doherty. So Michael Oliver had an absolute stinker. I know we talked about it in the group chat. I even tweeted about it right when it happened too. So, I I think it just gives plaudits to Arteta and Arsenal for their perseverance and just being able to overcome that. I don't know how you feel as the Arsenal fan, Lando, but I think it was a good performance. I mean, I don't know if they're going to score if it was 11v10 the whole game, but what do you think?
Oh, yeah, I mean, great perseverance. I mean, we still coming out of the second half. We did look good even before the red card was assessed or second yellow. But yes, I honestly think that should have been a straight red and a 3-game suspension because it definitely was a lot worse than what happened in the first half. But what are you gonna do? I mean, Calafiori's finish, absolutely class.
As a
Oh my
wingback, you must love that one, huh?
Oh, I love that. And, I was talking to Muck. I know he's not on the podcast today, but Havertz got to goes.
You're calling it after 18 GAs this season. You're done.
Havertz
No
got
more.
to goes.